day number 3. Just got dropped off by Leslie. That's it, we won't see her again till the end of the walk. I booked in at hostel at Greenhead tonight. There were a couple of really heavy rain showers in the night. Tent leaked a little bit, but nothing too drastic, so it was okay. Just woke us up. So we've gone for a fairly early start. That's not early by some people's standards, but 8 o'clock. We were up at 6. We've had a good fry up, so we're all set, ready. Today should be the most spectacular part, because we'll be up by the, I can't remember what it's called, something crags, which is the bits of Hadrian's Wall that you always see. But it's a beautiful morning at the minute. We're walking into clear blue skies, so you never know. It could be a lot better than what we thought it's going to be. Anyway, really looking forward to this bit, especially Gid. Gid's looking forward to this bit a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this is what most people come for. Although I've been really impressed by the earthworks and stuff like that, and the bits of masonry we've come across so far. I'm really impressed with these kissing gates. See this bit here? It's lower down. So when you go in, you can swing around. You don't get stuck with your rucksack, which is what happens on most kissing gates on most of the national trails. Yeah. Shelter. That's what it says. That's quite cosy there, isn't it? Black carts. You can't waste a beautiful morning. Look at that. This is a temple to the god Mithras, a place called Brocolite. It's just south of the wall. I think the worship of Mithras was really popular amongst Roman soldiers. It was a blood cult, and the temple was designed to look like a cave, so I guess this would have been partially underground. Well, I've been climbing for about a mile and a half, so we're coming up to the craggy bits. You can see it's quite a slope down that side. I think the wall used to basically run along here. This was making use of that slope as part of the defence. Yeah, we're walking along Sowing Shields crags now. This is a Thirlwall Castle. It's got to be. From this point, you can see the line of the wall. Although this wall here isn't actually Hadrian's Wall, but it follows the line. You can see how it hugs the crest. It goes up and down. It goes all the way over there. Spectacular stuff. And awesome scenery. So amazing. We are actually walking on the wall at the moment, so pretending we're Roman soldiers out on patrol. Keep out, you dirty pigs. We don't want your kind over here. Or something like that, I suppose. This is the spot where the Pennine Way leaves Hadrian Wall and heads north. I did that about 4 years ago, maybe longer. You just head out over there. Good memories. We are coming to the famous Sycamore Gap, which everybody says was made famous in the Kevin Costner film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I don't know if that boy could climb up the tree now. Must have grown quite a bit since those days when the film was made. But everybody has it on their Hadrian's Wall videos. It's 1:35 and we've stopped for lunch. Not far now. We've reached Windshields, which apparently is the highest point on Hadrian's Wall, and we've walked all the way along there. This afternoon's been a mixture of sunshine, like now, and showers. Oh, sorry, which we've just been through. It's very atmospheric up here today. All the dark clouds and rain. Thirlwall Castle or something. Getting near the end of our walk now. That is, can't remember the name of the castle, Thistlewater or something like that, I don't know. And we come down to the river and head down into Greenhead. And that is the end of our walk. I feel a bit weary now, a bit tired, so should be glad to get there. Oh, it's nice. So this is the beginning of day 4. We stayed last night in this place, hostel, which was fine, and it belongs to a hotel across the road over there, where we've just had breakfast. Now we're setting off. I think today's 10-12 miles maybe to Walton. Yesterday's walk wasn't as tough as I was expecting it to be. Although it was fairly hard work, it was definitely a lot of up and down. I think today starts with a fair bit of up and down, but then it kind of levels out. So I'm expecting an easier day. It was raining when we started off, but kind of clearing now. Beautiful skies. I think that's going to be the make of it. It was interesting at the hostel. It was definitely had the flavour of an old YHA hostel, which was just how I remembered them when I was a teenager. But it's fine, it did the job. It was nice to sleep in a proper bed, knowing you got a good solid roof over your head and nothing to worry about. I think to us it looks very sort of rural and pastoral at the moment, but I guess back in their day it probably was all wild forest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So like when they dig in the ditch, they'd have to hack all the wood down first and then... We're now entering into Cumbria. We have been in Northumberland. Back there were the remains of the old Roman bridge that used to go over this river. Obviously the course of the river was different in those days, it's changed somewhat. And this is the modern bridge, which we're going to cross. This is Bird's old Roman fort, which I think you go and wander around and there's a museum and displaying that, but we're not going to go in. There's the fort, all up there. You see it just under the trees, see the wall? That's as close as you're going to get. Today is the muddy day. I've come to this place. Walker yesterday was telling us about it. A guy just sets up drinks and refreshments and he just puts some money in, and apparently he lets you use his loo as well, if a need should be. Cool. I love things like this. Brilliant. Brilliant. Just stopped for lunch. There's a little bit of the wall. We bought some sandwiches at a cafe in this village. Very nice sandwiches, highly recommended. Nice bloke who runs it. And I think we're about an hour and a half away from Florries where we're staying, so we should get there just as it opens, which means we get a longer evening to chill out, which would be great. And hopefully dry our boots out. Like I say, it's been really muddy today, so feet are pretty gank, and Gid's legs are just muddy. Looks like he's done a cross country. Oh, he has. This is the tallest surviving bit of the wall. And you see how tall that is. And then there was probably another metre on top of that. So it gives you a bit more of an idea of how tall it would have been.
Definitely can't jump over it.
No. We've made it to Florries on the Wall, and this is stunning. Look at that. Look at that for a shower. It's 3:15.